everyone's responsibility. Be a good sport and support your team in a positive manner. Profanity, vulgarity, racist or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the side of competition. Let's all enjoy good sportsmanship in tonight's game. Big thanks to Time and Bank, Chris Crane Auto, and Reese and Kawasaki for being part of Wolf Nation. Give it up for Laura's Jewelry and Design, Lone Wolf Auto Body, and CHI St. Vincent, proud sponsors of our awards.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wolf Arena, home of the Lake Hamilton Wolves. This evening, our Wolves will play host to the Sheridan Yellowjackets. If you are able, please rise and remove your caps and join us as we have a moment of silence followed by the Pledge of Allegiance and the honoring of our nation with the playing of our national anthem. Our moment of silence, this is a time to reflect, to honor those who cannot be with us, and to give thanks for opportunity to come together as a community. Thank you. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Shelley Chapman as she sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's first game of the 5A South basketball action as your Lake County Wolves host the Sheridan Yellowjackets. And now, fans, let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for our visitors from Sheridan, number 4, freshman Addie Grimmett. Number 5, freshman Ansley Stevens. Number 12, senior Mason Wilson. Number 24, senior Belle Smith. And number 30, senior Lily Reed. The Lady Jackets head coach Andy Breakville and assistant coach Jordan Phillips.
One wolf is strong, but a pack is unstoppable. 5. One wolf is strong, but a pack is unstoppable. 5 as one. In this house, we hunt. Welcome to the Wolf Den.
And now, fans, let's meet your starting lineup for your Lake County. The guard, 5'10" sophomore, number 4, Lady Robinson. The guard, 5'4" senior, number 5, Amaya Eastburg. The guard, 5'8" senior, number 21, Josiah Christian.
And after a long extended break, we finally have basketball right here on Lake Hamilton Live as your 20-1 Lake Hamilton Lady Wolves take on the 10-10 Sheridan Yellowjackets. A turnover to start, not what Coach Blake Conley envisioned. So Sheridan will get the ball. Yellowjackets, 500, 10-10, and they turn it over. 2 quick turnovers, and Cook drives in. Nice finish for Sanaya Cook. Pressure always very good for Lake Hamilton. And a quick timeout taken. That is by head coach Andy Brakebill. So a 30-second timeout as we are less than 30 seconds in to this contest. So Lake Hamilton, both teams should be fresh. Lake Hamilton, about 10 days since their last game against Whitehall. We haven't had them at home in a little bit longer. About 2.5 weeks since we've seen them here in their home arena. But 20-1, a terrific start, undefeated in conference play. Their one loss way back before Thanksgiving against Nashville. Sheridan trying to get it across. Dangerous pass, but it is collected. They got to go, though. Clock ticking down. They still haven't gotten across, and there is the 10-second violation call. Lake Hamilton always so good with their pressure. They got to find somebody that can get it down the court. So here we go, Haley Ferguson working at Easter. That's beautiful passing, but Robinson just could not finish. Had a good look at the basket, could not score it. So away come the Yellowjackets, getting it across. Here they go. And finally, they can get into some half-court offense. Long three taken. Off the mark, too strong. That was Lily Reed, the senior, with the miss. Cook to Easter. Easter driving in. She loses it. And we will get a whistle. Foul called. Got to see if this is either going to be on Easter or Ferguson. And foul goes on Easter. Inbounds collected by Lily Reed. Gets it to Stevens. Ainsley Stevens to Belle Smith now. Smith pressured up top. Got to get rid of it. She does so. Reed will fire another three. This time it goes through. So 2 threes taken by Reed on both possessions. And one goes through. So 3-2 lead, Sheridan. Easter to Cook. Cook right back to Easter in the corner. Bounce pass to Ferguson. Ferguson wraparound pass to Easter. Mid-range jumper, no good. Cook gets the rebound, tries to save it, and turns it over. Lily Reed, dangerous pass, but it is caught. Driving, layup is good. That's Ainsley Stevens. She's a freshman. Finishes underneath off the glass. Ferguson almost intercepted on the pass there. Mason Wilson, the 5'10 senior, gets a piece of it. We'll have a couple of new Wolves checking in. Grayson Hurley and Adeline Wilkerson substitute in. It'll be Easter and Robinson who take a breather. Christian to Ferguson. Ferguson down to Cook. Cook off glass, gets it to go. All 4 points for the Lady Wolves are for Cook. Stoppage here. So a stoppage is corrected. So Sheridan will inbound again. Reed gets it in. Wilkerson guarding Stevens. Stevens got to push it. High pass to Reed. Reed catches it. Looking to attack. Kick out. Corner. Three taken in. Good. Bell Smith hits the corner three, and Sheridan 2 for 3 from deep to start. Wilkerson, good drive, can't get it to go. Rebounds collected. Ferguson goes up, gets fouled. So 8-4 lead for the Yellowjackets. Ferguson will be at the line to shoot 2. The 5'6" senior, perfect on the first. And make it 2 for 2 for Ferguson. Lily Reed with it. They get it across. Good passing. But now a double team comes. Ends up in the hands of Wilson. Wilson to Reed. Reed now to Stevens. Trying to find an opening. Josiah Christian. Good defense. Reed, gotta go. 3 seconds. She's gonna take one from way out. And no contact with the rim, out of bounds. Lake Hamilton basketball. Not a great offensive possession for the Yellowjackets. Great defense from Lake Hamilton. Sanaya Cook and Josiah Christian will both sub out and take a breather. End of the game, it is number 0, Jamie Palmer, and number 2, Sophie Puckett. Wilkerson pass across to Puckett. Puckett back to Wilkerson. Wilkerson working around up top. Ferguson almost traveled, but ends up in the hands of Hurley. Hurley to Puckett. Puckett, corner 3, no good. Good hustle by Ferguson to get the rebound and then throw it off. A Sheridan player. It hit Ainsley Stevens before it went out. So we will have a substitution for the Yellowjackets. Into the game comes Kinley Melton, the junior. Ainsley Stevens, the freshman, will take a seat on the bench. Wilkerson collects the inbounds at the top of the key. Gets it to Puckett. Reed guarding. Zone attack here from Sheridan. Need some sharp passes here if you're Lake Hamilton. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Puckett deep in the paint, gets it to Wilkerson. Wilkerson loses the ball, and another turnover for Lake Hamilton. Good job there by Sheridan to get away from a potential held ball. Pass goes off of Palmer. It is collected by Grimmett. Just a lot of loose balls right now for both teams. And will be a turnover on Sheridan. A timeout was taken by Lake Hamilton when they gained possession. So 8-6. Not an ideal start for Lake Hamilton offensively. They had their worst offensive outing of the season in their last game against Whitehall. Defense was terrific. They held the Bulldogs to 38, but just a very tough game for them. Lake Hamilton in their first meeting also had trouble on offense against Sheridan. They scored just 39 points. Their worst offensive performance of the season, 32% shooting overall from the floor, and what was a 2-point win on the road. So Puckett to Wilkerson. Wilkerson. Palmer now. Hurley, good mid-range jumper, and Hurley been so good off the bench for the Lady Wolves. Connects and ties the game at 8. Reed gets it to Grimmett. Grimmett's another freshman that gets significant playing time for the Yellowjackets. Tough mid-range fadeaway there. Off the mark, and here comes Puckett pushing it up the court. Pass to the corner. Wilkerson to Robinson. Robinson once in on the action. She hits. So 2 straight mid-range jumpers for the Wolves, and that gives them the lead, 10-8. Loose ball collected by Palmer. Wilson just lost the handle. Great bounce pass to Wilkerson. Wilkerson might have got a piece. Maybe a block shot, but Hurley there on cleanup duty to get the putback. So 4-point lead for Lake Hamilton. Lily Reed, the senior. With it here. Guarded by Hurley. Good drive, gets separation, can't get it to go. Quickly up ahead comes Lake Hamilton. Palmer, pass into the paint. And Robinson, back-to-back buckets for her. She had a tough layup that she missed to start the game, but she's connected on her last 2 shots. A lot of stuff deep outside on the perimeter for Sheridan. Tough drive there, and that is Mason Wilson drawing some contact, and she'll be going to the line to shoot 2. Foul is called on Jamie Palmer, the 5'9" sophomore. Wilson can't get the first to go. So the lead remains 6 for the Lady Wolves. Fresh subs coming in for Lake Hamilton. 4 new players. We basically now have the starting 5 back out there for the Lady Wolves. So Wilson splits the pair, makes it a 5-point game. Dangerous pass, and it ends up in a turnover. Not the cleanest first quarter for Lake Hamilton. Needs help, and it's another turnover for Sheridan. Easter pushing it up. Good layup off the glass. 16-9, Lake Hamilton lead. So a slow start on offense in the first half of this first quarter. But Lake Hamilton's got it going now in the last few minutes. Approaching 30 seconds remaining in the first. Wilson looking for help. Lily Reed back to Wilson. Wilson just lost the handle, is able to gather it. And a pass almost intercepted. Desire Christian jumped it, couldn't catch it out of bounds. So 5 seconds on the shot clock here for the Yellowjackets. Reed not afraid to shoot from way out, and another one that she had some time there. 5 seconds, but a long 3 off the mark. Lake Hamilton has the chance to get the last shot of the quarter. Ferguson to Robinson. Robinson with 3 seconds, going to shoot from the corner, no good, but Christian with the putback. So Robinson off the mark on the corner 3, goes right to Desire Christian, and she makes it a 9-point game in the first quarter, 18-9. So the Lady Wolves looking much better than they did back in mid-December against Sheridan, already 18 points on the board. Yellowjackets, this has been their Achilles heel, just this offense, just having trouble getting it going. They've only scored 60 points once on the season. They've just been very up and down on that end of the court. So Lake Hamilton looking to stay undefeated in conference play, 20-1 overall on the season. Looking very much like state title contenders in the 5A. So here we go, both teams making their way out on the court for the second quarter. Lake Hamilton hoping to keep that same offensive aggression going that they had in the final 4 or so minutes of the first quarter. So here comes Ainsley Stevens, but made a mistake, went a little too far back, and it's a backcourt violation. So we've had already a 10-second call in the first quarter, and now a backcourt violation on the Yellowjackets. Easter Ferguson working it back and forth. Easter, not much of a three-point shooter. She's terrific in the mid-range, but doesn't elect to shoot a lot of deep shots. Ferguson. Easter bounce passes it into Cook. Cook had a great start. Corner three. Desire Christian just struggling to find that shot right now, but not that one. Easy off the glass, and her second quarter starts the same way the first quarter ended. Shot off the glass for 2. Reed in a double team. She's trapped. She's going to step on the line out of bounds. So the pressure showing up here in a big-time way for the Lady Wolves. Every player on the court for Lake Hamilton has scored. Robinson looking to add to her total, make it 6 points for the star sophomore. Stevens pushing it. They got numbers, 3v2, easy layup, but you can't get it to go. It was a 3v2. They broke the press, had a good look, just couldn't get it to go through. Robinson, she'll take a 3 off the mark. Cook, tough, gets her own miss, goes up. Probably should have had the first one, but gets her own miss, goes up, draws the foul, and Sanaya Cook will shoot 2. Foul goes on number 24, Belle Smith, for Sheridan. Cook in and out on the first. Couple of subs checking in for the Yellowjackets. Into the game is Andy Grimmett and Kinley Melton. Sanaya 0 for 2, but Christian gets the rebound. Maybe could have called a foul there, but no call. Ball ends up in the hands of Easter. Easter goes into the paint. Robinson gets it up top to Ferguson. Christian driving. Can't get it to go. Some missed opportunities on that possession for the Lady Wolves. Ainsley Stevens going to be fouled here, but these traps have been relentless for Lake Hamilton. Sheridan keeps driving to really the worst spot to be in. Inbounds pass almost intercepted. Easter almost jumped it and got the interception. Got to get it in. Again, just very difficult situations right now for this Yellowjackets offense. Stevens with it. Gets it to Belle Smith. Grimmett now. Ferguson, good defense. Stevens dribble it off her foot, and this should be, no, it's going to be a turnover. Reed touched it. It was going to be backcourt, but instead it's going to be a foul called, and Robinson will shoot 2. Foul is on Ainsley Stevens, the freshman. So Maylee Robinson, she's been much more aggressive in this game. Hurley will come in along with Jamie Palmer and Sophie Puckett. Christian, Cook, and Easter all head to the bench. So Robinson hits the free throw and make it a 15-point game. She'll check out for Wilkerson. Down court pass to Stevens. Stevens collects, gets to the Bell Smith for three, no good. Rebound grabbed by Palmer. Here comes Ferguson, only starter in the game right now for the Wolves. Great jump shot for Adeline Wilkerson. Her first points of the evening. Nice baseline jumper. Grimmett in danger, almost lost it. Just so much pressure. This could be another turnover. Possession arrow is for Lake Hamilton. And Lake Hamilton has a chance to grow this 17-point lead as we're just under 5 minutes in the second quarter. Wilkerson, Ferguson working it now to Puckett in the corner. Puckett, got to get rid of it. High pass collected by Ferguson. Ferguson just 2 points. She's one of the better scorers for the Lady Wolves. Here she is. No good. Hurley, though, gets the miss. They have dominated the rebounds, but Hurley unable to get the putback. Anytime Ferguson shoots the ball, it always feels like it's going to go in. Just a little too strong on that last one. Reed passes it inside. Tries to go off glass, no good. And here comes Ferguson out in front. Ferguson to Puckett in the corner. Hurley, she'll shoot, no good. Corner three, good rebound by Kinley Melton. Grimmett. Hurley guarding. Man-to-man for Lake Hamilton. Grimmett drives it, looks for help. Reed, not scared to shoot the three, that's for sure. Can't connect, though. Puckett pushing it. Wilkerson will fire from the wing, no good. Loose ball. It's a jump ball. It'll be the Yellowjackets' possession, and it is. We're going to have a timeout taken by Sheridan. 3 minutes on the dot remaining in the second quarter. 17-point lead for Lake Hamilton. Lady Wolves again, 18-game winning streak. Last loss was to Nashville right here on this court just a little bit before Thanksgiving. Sheridan, they're currently on a 3-game winning streak. That ties their best of the season. So 8 points for Maylee Robinson. She's the high scorer right now in the game. Sheridan's offense came out like a house on fire. 8 quick points, but they have greatly cooled off. They cannot buy one right now. Just 1 point since about the 5-minute mark of the first. Ooh, almost. Mason Wilson just very close to going across the line on the inbound. Grimmett guarded by Easter. Stevens, dangerous pass intercepted. And here comes Christian. Christian gets into the corner. Hurley driving baseline, bad pass, but gets away with it. Robinson able to get the loose ball. Christian, good job cutting right down the middle. Can't get the layup to go. She's had a couple that she usually makes that just have not gone through for her. She gets called for the foul on the rebound. So here comes the Yellowjackets again. They have not had a field goal in over a quarter. Lily Reed. Easter, really tough defense. She is able to get some space. Can't get it to go. Rims out. And Hurley gets the rebound. And here comes the Lady Wolves. Robinson, high scorer. Overhead pass to Hurley. Hurley, three ball, too strong. And the threes are just not falling right now. Lake Hamilton's done pretty much all their damage inside. And 2 fouls in less than a minute for Christian. She'll take a breather, and into the game comes Ferguson. Robinson, great job there. And Blake Conley's not going to take any chances. He's going to call the timeout. So timeout taken by Coach Conley. 8 points for Robinson, 4 apiece for Hurley and Sanaya Cook. But again, it's just been a balanced attack for Lake Hamilton. It's what makes them such a serious title contender. Just so many players can get going at any given time. So here comes Sheridan into the game. Lake Hamilton will be inbounding. 1:45 remaining in the first half. Bailey Robinson inbounding. Long pass out to Easter. Easter gets it in the backcourt. Easter to Robinson. Robinson spinning, backing down, and good move. Kinley Melton tried her best to stop the post work from Robinson, but just great moves there for the sophomore. Sheridan, they just have no presence right now inside the three-point line. They have just had real trouble getting it into the paint. And speaking of devil, there goes Lily Reed driving in, drawing the foul. So the 5'11 senior will shoot 2. Three points on the evening for the Yellowjackets leading scorer. First one up, no good. Reed splits the pair, and it's a 28-10 game for Lake Hamilton. Easter, dangerous spot, gets it to Cook. Cook, double team. Easter's going to drive baseline, tough pass, ends up in the hands of Ferguson. Ferguson to the corner, Hurley, she'll shoot, no good. And the Wolves remain cold from 3, but not in the paint. It's another offensive rebound that leads to a putback for Lake Hamilton. Reed almost lost it. Bell Smith shoots the 3, blocked by Cook. Stevens gets it to Reed. Wilson was the one that collected the rebound, gets it to Reed. Grimmett will shoot a mid-range jumper, and there it is. Sheridan's first field goal since about the 5.5-minute mark of the first quarter. Ferguson fires, and she goes right back. So Haley Ferguson answers Sheridan's 3 with one of her own. Robinson got her hands on, almost stole it. Tough shot there by Lily Reed, no good, and that ends the first half. Your score, Lake Hamilton 33, Sheridan 12. Please stick around, enjoy some of the halftime festivities, and We will be right back here for the second half of action.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to center court. At this time, Lake Hamilton School District would like to extend a sincere thank you to our transportation and maintenance crews for their incredible efforts following the recent winter storm. Through long hours, tough conditions, and tireless dedication, these teams work behind the scenes to help get our district safely back up and running. Some of them tonight is Cameron Rydell, Jerry Barton, Sheridan Burton, Johnny Cody, Will Savage, and Alan Dodd. We are truly grateful for your hard work, commitment, and service to our students, staff, and the community. Thank you for all that you do.
Shout out to Razorback Camper Southern Arkansas University, and Wilson Auctioneers for helping make tonight possible. Big Wolf Nation, thank you to 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning, your local Linux dealer, for their unwavering support of Lake Hamilton Athletics.
And we are back for the second half. 21-point lead for the Lady Wolves as they look to move to 21-1 if they can hold on to this large lead. Ferguson, she'll shoot straight away three, no good. Lily Reed gets the miss. One-hand pass to Belle Smith. Belle Smith, tough spot, is able to get it to Ainsley Stevens. Stevens to Grimmett. Grimmett, bounce pass, good bounce pass to Smith. She loses it, and here comes Easter. So turnovers continue for Sheridan. Maylee Robinson, she'll shoot a three, and that will go down. And Robinson up to 13 points. By far the leading scorer in this game, only player with double figures. In fact, she outscored Sheridan just by herself. So 36-12 lead, almost another tournament it will be. It's a travel on Grimmett, the freshman. So two quick turnovers for the Yellowjackets. Easter bringing it down to Ferguson. Easter loses it, but there will be a foul called on Ainsley Stevens. Sheridan, they've ran this zone, which is three-point shooting hasn't been great for Lake Hamilton, but it's been all the offensive rebounds and putbacks that the Lady Wolves have gotten that has really given them this large lead. So ball goes out of bounds. Lady Wolves will retain possession. Robinson looking. High pass to Ferguson. Ferguson just gets it before it goes into the backcourt. Ferguson to Christian. Christian, the lefty, gets it in the paint. Cook Good pass to Christian. And the Lady Wolves are rolling. One more basket, and they will score more than they did in their entire game in the last meeting against Sheridan. Reed trying to carve out some space, almost lost it. Gets pretty good position, but Maylee Robinson, with her great height, able to make it difficult. Christian goes inside to Cook. Cook, too easy. She got so deep in the paint, and that is no trouble for her. Give her 8 points. She's the second leading scorer for the team tonight. Wilson tried to go off the glass, no good, and quickly here comes the Lady Wolves. Robinson, it's been her game, drive it high off glass, good. And 15 points for the 5'10 sophomore. It will be a timeout for head coach Andy Breakbill. So just under 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. 40-12, Lake Hamilton leads. Unlike the boys team that we will see later this evening, Lady Yellowjackets, they really don't have great size. We're going to see some pretty tall athletes for the boys team as they take on our Lake Hamilton Wolves. What should be a very, very interesting ball game. So 30-point lead for the Lady Wolves. Robinson, it's been her night so far, 15 points. 8 for Cook, 6 for Desire Christian, and a bunch of others who have taken part in the scoring. So Sheridan will inbound in the backcourt. Lily Reed gets it and gives it to Ainsley Stevens. Smith working it around the perimeter. Reed, she shoots from way out and connects. She is not scared to shoot it from deep. She's taken a couple of NBA threes in this game. Wilkerson and Puckett are both in, along with Jamie Palmer and Grayson Hurley. So 4 new players in for Lake Hamlin. Hurley, tough offensive rebound, but an even tougher shot. We'll see if they're going to get over the back, and they do call it on Grayson Hurley. Lake Hamilton not using a lot of pressure in this second half. Sheridan's been able to bring it down with really not much issue. Reed, another deep three and an and one opportunity. So Lily Reed will have a chance at a 4-point play. Foul was called on Hurley. Coach Blake Conley will take a timeout before the free throw for Reed. So just a little over 4 minutes left to play. 42-18 lead for the Lady Wolves. Lily Reed with 2 threes in a row. She gets up to 10 points. By far the highest scorer for Sheridan tonight. Lake Hamilton, they have a really good shot to end the regular season with just one loss. A lot of competition in 5A. Of course, the top dogs, Farmington. They want to make a push for another state title for the Cardinals. But I think if any team can take them down, it's this one. So Reed out to shoot the free throw. Put her up to 11 points on the night. And Reed, nothing but net. So 11 points. Sheridan tried to work a sub, but it will not go through. So Puckett to Wilkerson. Wilkerson to Robinson down into the paint, and just a miscommunication there. Hurley tried to kick it out to Palmer, but Palmer made a quick cut and just was not home for the pass. So here's Lake Hamilton going to use some pressure here on the inbound, but they're just going to back off. Reed being guarded by Puckett. Grimmett with it. Sheridan hit a couple of threes. But just a long possession here. Long three. Good rebound by Reed. She's going to go up and draw the foul. Great offensive rebound off the missed shot from Mason Wilson. And Lily Reed has a chance to add to her high point total for the Yellowjackets. First one up, first one good. Second free throw, good as well. So 42-21, Sheridan showing a little bit of fight here in this third quarter. Puckett to Palmer, right back to Puckett. Puckett at the top of the key. Looking for an opening here. Robinson had a great night, draws the foul. Foul called on Kinley Melton, the junior. So here is Robinson. Ooh, can't get the shooter's roll on that. Bounces out, no good. Robinson in some of our recent games that we have called, she's been a little passive. Not the case tonight. Been very aggressive, getting her shots, getting to her spots. Splits the pair from the line, and that'll be 16 points for Robinson. Good drive. Foul will be called on Robinson. She didn't like it. Thought she got a piece of the ball, but foul is called. That is 3 on Bailey Robinson. So Ainsley Stevens short on the first attempt. Stevens on the second. Can't get the roll, no good. So 0 for 2 trip there from the line for the Yellowjackets. Christian getting into Easter. The starters are back in for Lake Hamilton. Christian gets double teamed. Bad pass by Ferguson. Rushed it over to Easter. And can they get the turnover right back? They can't. Ball goes out of bounds off of the Lady Wolves. So Ainsley Stevens to inbound. Nobody got open 4 on that. Sanaya Cook, she's in a 3v1. Good dump off the Easter and an easy finish. 45-21. Lake Hamilton leads. Yellowjackets working it around the perimeter. And it's Mason Wilson, can't get the basket to go through. Robinson. Oh, what a pass by Robinson. She finds Cook. And another easy finish. Cook is now in double figures with 10. Working it around, Melton to Grimmett. Grimmett, mid-range jumper, can't get it to fall. And Robinson gets the board, and here she comes. So nice, Lake Hamilton. And anybody out on the court, they feel comfortable with bringing the ball down. Ferguson misfires from 3. A rare off night for the 5'6" senior guard. Oh, good pass inside, good finish. Mason Wilson goes off the glass with a scoop layup. Ferguson to Robinson. Back to Ferguson. Approaching about 30 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Robinson's going to drive it. Drives in, easy floater. Everything looking easy right now for Maylee Robinson. So no time on the shot clock. 20 seconds on the game clock. We'll see what Sheridan does here. Melton. It's caught in a double team. Just has to get rid of it to Bell Smith. And now we are down to about 3 seconds. Shot's got to go up, no good, and that will end the third quarter. Your score, 49-23. Probably expect to see some of the bench players here in this fourth quarter, with Lake Hamilton holding on to a 26-point lead. Sanaya Cook just recently got into double figures with 10. And again, everybody else pitching in, making a few shots. Lily Reed had a really good third quarter. She's up to 13 for the Yellowjackets. She was set to check back in at the end of the third quarter, but there was no stoppages, so she had to wait until the end of the quarter. So the buzzer has sounded. We just wait for the players to head back out to the court. So Sheridan will get ball first. Four starters remain in the game for the Lady Wolves. Robinson, the only one taking a breather. Jamie Palmer is in for her. Lily Reed looking for somebody to pass to. Grimmett lost her footing. She fell. But back up. Easter guarding her. Hand off to Krause. Now in the hands of Melton. Lily Reed, she had the hot hand in the third quarter, but loses it there. Ferguson gets it, and here comes the Lady Wolves. Ferguson, she's going to have a good look from 3. Can't get it to go. It's been that type of night for her, but a putback goes for Christian. Christian's just been in the right place at the right time on multiple occasions tonight. There she was again with another offensive rebound and putback. Can't convert the and one, but a tip ball on the rebound goes the way of Lake Hamilton. Ferguson chased it down, and now it's in the hands of Eastern. Now to Cook. High pass, Palmer couldn't corral it. So Yellowjackets on the attack. Grimmett looking. Lily Reed driving in on Cook, trying to get some space. Goes up. We get a foul called. And it will be 2 shots for Lily Reed. Foul was called on the sophomore, Jamie Palmer. Palmer really good from the line. Makes another free throw there. 14 now for Lily Reed. $15 now for Lily Reed. Puckett from the wing, gets it to Palmer in the corner. Good bounce pass. Cook and Christian really working well off each other. Great find there. And Cook is now in double figures. So 3 players for the Lady Wolves have reached the 10-point mark. Cook, Christian, and Robinson. 28-point lead for Lake Hamilton. Grimmett gets it to Bell Smith. Bell Smith blocked. That's the second time she's had her shot blocked from 3 by Cook. Quickly comes Palmer. Palmer draws the foul on Lily Reed. And Palmer will shoot 2. And the bench players for Lake Hamilton getting set to check in during these free throws. And here they come. It is Zoe Pennington, the senior guard, Wilkerson, who we've seen tonight, and Hurley also in the game. Free throw is good. 30-point lead for Lake Hamilton. Miscommunication on the pass between Wilson and Kraus. Palmer in the corner, gets it to Pennington. Now to Puckett. Puckett just lost the ball out of bounds, so Yellowjackets take over. Approaching 5.5 minutes left to play in the ball game. Good drive, but can't get it to go. That was Melton. But stays with it, gets her own miss, and puts it in off the glass for 2. Palmer not going to slow down. Easy drive. Sheridan got caught falling asleep on the defensive end. And an easy finish for Palmer. Make it 4 points for the sophomore guard. Another sophomore guard that has tremendous size. She's 5'9". Maylee Robinson, the sophomore guard, she's 5'10". Reed comes in strong, gets her own miss, goes back up. Hook shot is good. So Reed's not slowing down. 17 for her. Palmer, another easy drive. And Coach Andy Brakebill, he's seen enough after 2 easy drives and scores for the Lady Wolves. So Lake Hamilton, after some delays and cancellations, they will be on the road on Friday the 6th to take on Hot Springs, and another road game next week against Lakeside. And we will be back at home on Friday night of next week to take on Conway. So join us for that right here on Lake Hamilton Live. For Sheridan, they have El Dorado next week. Don't have a Friday game, so they have to wait till next Tuesday before they play, and then they get another home game the next Friday against Lakeside. But yeah, again, a really good chance for this Lady Wolves team to run the table. Turnover for the Yellowjackets. Wilkerson gets it quickly ahead to Palmer. Palmer drives baseline, just lost the ball. Lily Reed gets the steal. Corner three. Can't get it to go. Mason Wilson with the miss, but Melton stays with it. She gets the offensive rebound and the putback. Hurley goes to the corner for Palmer. Here's Pennington, drives it, kicks it to Puckett. Puckett three ball is good. And it's 62-31. As Puckett connects for her first points of the night from three. Needs some help here. Here's Wilson. Drives in left. Good spin around jump shot. Can't get it to go. And we're going to have more subs for the Lake Hamilton Lady Wolves. Sheridan also empties their bench for the remaining 3 minutes and 10 seconds. So Pennington and Palmer, they stay in the game for Lake Hamilton, but we do see Sarah Landrum, Nyla Easter, and I believe Carmen Lilly. Travel is called on Lake Hamilton. Ball out of bounds. Good tough defense by Zoe Pennington, but it will stay with the Yellowjackets. Clock's just going to remain running even with the dead ball. Turnover collected. Here comes Palmer. Palmer on the run. Gets it to the corner. Pennington thought about it, didn't shoot it, and a tough pass ends up in a turnover. Sheridan trying to find something. Three ball up, no good. Loose ball ends up in the hands of the Yellowjackets, and a foul is called. Good hustle by Carrie Turner. She is a very tall sophomore post player. The lefty, short on the first. Can't connect on either free throw. Nyla Easter was the one that grabbed the miss. Palmer, she's ready to shoot in and out. Can't get it to go. Turner gets the rebound. We're going to have a jump ball, and it will stay with the Lady Wolves. Easter, 20 seconds remaining. She goes out, and another turnover for the backup unit for Lake Hamilton. And that is 32, Ashton Dugan, who goes in, drives in, hits the mid-range pull-up. 3 just short. Dugan might have got a piece of that. That will end the ball game. 62-33. Lake Hamilton moves to 21-1. And they still remain undefeated, 9-0 in conference play. So before we take a break here, they were honored at midcourt during the halftime of this game, but Lake Hamilton School District would like to extend a sincere thank you to their transportation and maintenance crews for their incredible efforts following the recent ice storm. Through long hours, tough conditions, and tireless dedication, these teams work behind the scenes to get help for our district and get it safely back
Ladies
up
and
and
gentlemen,
running.
at this time, go ahead and
Truly
direct your
grateful for
attention
their
to
hard
center
work,
court. We have
commitment,
another
and service
special
to the student,
presentation.
staff, and
Tonight we
community.
want to introduce
So
the
thank
newest
you very
member
much
of
for
the
all
1,000-point
they do.
club, number 0, Victor Easter. Victor actually passed this milestone on the road, and this is his first time back in Wolf Arena to celebrate. Give it up one more time. Big round of applause. Number 0, the newest member of the 1,000-point club, Victor Easter.
Give a Wolf Nation thank you to Hamilton Hangout, 501 Fitness, and K. Stewart Lake Hamilton Realty for backing our students and athletes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wolverine for tonight's second game in the 5A South Basketball Action as your Lake Hamilton Wolves host the Sheridan Yellowjackets. And now, fans, let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, our visitors from Sheridan, the 5'11" sophomore, number 3, Beckett Scott. A 6'3" junior, number 4, DJ Trotter. 5'11" sophomore, number 5, Jace Gatlin. The 6'8" junior, number 13, Dawson Griffin. And the 6'6" senior, number 50, Lane Bickford. The Yellowjackets are coached by Joe Scott, assistant coaches Matt Williams and TJ Rayford, also both.
One wolf is strong, but a pack is unstoppable. 5 as one. In this house, we hunt. Welcome to the Wolf Den.
And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Lake Hamilton. And for 5'11" senior, number 0, Vic Easter. And for the 6' sophomore, number 10, Ray Goodell. And for 6'4" senior, number 11, Hudson
And welcome to the final game of the evening right here on Lake Hamilton Live. This is Keaton Glisson on the call. What could be a very, very intriguing boys game between 16-6 Sheridan and your 12-10 Lake Hamilton Wolves. Davenport's going to get us started. That ball was deflected. Great job there by number 5, Jace Gatlin. So Sheridan, great size down low. Gatlin just got the block, drives in, tough layup, can't get it to go, and here is Victor Easter, was honored before the game, joining the 1,000-point club here at Lake Hamilton, and there he is. There's the big fella, Dawson Griffin, the 6'8 junior, getting his first block of the game. He could have a lot of those tonight. Lane Bickford, he's 6'5", he's another big. And there is Beckett Scott, who fires a three, some contact, no call. Easter crossover, gets to a spot, mid-range jumper, can't get the roll. And it is Bickford who gets the rebound. So Scott, he's the son of head coach Joe Scott for Sheridan. Griffin deep in the paint, can't get it to go, too strong. Great job by Wyatt Ray to stay with it. Ball deflected, McCain gets it. Ray at the free throw line to Davenport in the corner. Victor Easter, Scott on him. Just gets it to Ray. Clock ticking, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be 6 seconds now on the shot clock. Davenport the inbound from beneath the basket. McCain wide open. Just can't get it to fall. McCain, he won't get that many open opportunities. Can't take advantage of that one. So Scott will bring it up. Sheridan, number 2 team in the conference. Lake Hamilton, they're sitting at 4-4, 500 in conference play. Gatlin fires no good. Great hustle by DJ Trotter. He does end up going out of bounds. So here comes Lake Hamilton. At a standstill right now. Neither team has scored. McCain gets a screen, gonna get fouled, and it'll be on Trotter. Foul on DJ Trotter, so Eli McCain will have a chance to shoot 3 free throws. McCain, usually a sure free throw shooter from the line. First one up and good. So Wolves on the board first. Second free throw up, gets the roll. 2-0 Lake Hamilton. One more left to go for Eli McCain. And McCain, perfect 3 for 3 from the line. So Scott bringing it up. Easter guarding him. Griffin up top, drives it, spins, loses the ball, takes some contact, and it's a steal for Braden Goodale. McCain, 3. Just a little flat on the shot, and a quick timeout taken by head coach Joe Scott. Just a 30-second, but he has not liked what he has seen on the offensive end for the Yellowjackets. Yellowjackets, they are currently on a 2-game losing streak after starting the season. 16-4. And before this 2-game winning streak, they had won 13 out of their last 14 games. So they are trying to get back on track. Lake Hamilton, they're just trying to get a streak going. It's really been win one, lose one lately for the Wolves. So Sheridan will inbound the ball. Beckett Scott, the 5'11" sophomore guard, bringing it down. Scott gets it to Gatlin. Gatlin drives it. Floater up, no good. Good rebound by Ray. He's going to be a huge part of this game, taking on those two big bodies inside for Sheridan. Easter gets to his spot, and that is too easy for Victor Easter. So 5-0 Lake Hamilton. Another great start here in Wolf Arena. Almost could have been potentially called a travel. Griffin drives it hard. Too strong yet again. Ray dumps it down to McCain. McCain back to Davenport. Davenport from the wing. Too strong. And Beckett Scott collects the miss. Scott, hesitation. Gets it out to Trotter. Trotter, the lefty. No good on the three. Griffin. Good hustle, getting the rebound. Scott to Griffin. Griffin back to Trotter. It's going to be an off-ball foul on Hudson Davenport. He's having to deal with big 6'5" Lane Bickford down low. We'll have a couple of subs for Sheridan. Number 23, Ethan Anderton, and number 11, Wilson Reed, are in the game for the Yellowjackets. And here comes Jace Bohannon, the 6'1" sophomore, quarterback on the football team. This is the first time we've seen him, at least at home, in action. Bickford gets the loose ball. 3-ball up, and it is good. And that is Ethan Anderton, who checks in and immediately makes an impact. Easter gets caught in a tough spot. Foul's going to be called on Beckett Scott. That'll be his first. So Bohannon handling the ball here. Oh, good pass. There he is, showing off his quarterback skills, but it's a travel. Davenport took off before he dribbled. And a traveling violation on the 6'4" senior forward. So here comes Scott. Gets it down, some contact made against Bickford, and a foul is called on Eli McCain. So Scott to inbound. Gets it to Anderton. Here's Wilson Reed. Wilson Reed was a fantastic player for the Knicks. Wrong guy. Gatlin, good drive, good floater. And just like that, we have a tie game at 5 apiece. McCain, some contact, could have been a foul. And the refs don't blow the whistle, and it will be out of bounds. I guess they're going to consider that a block shot for Lane Bickford. Gonna have a stoppage here. So Lake Hamilton will inbound the ball again. Here's Davenport. Long pass out to Easter, who catches it. So Easter with Reed on him. Gets to McCain. McCain, no stranger to shooting the three ball, and he knocks it through. 6 points for Eli McCain, 8-5. Lake Hamilton leads. Here comes Gatlin. Working around the key. Big time shot by Beckett Scott. And it's a tie game, 8-8. Easter quickly to Davenport. Davenport dumps it into McCain. McCain goes up. Can't get it to go, but gets his own miss. Bickford's going to be whistled here for the foul.
So frustrating. Get fucking dog. Can't stay firm.
So McCain trying to add to his point total. Can't do so on the first free throw. 6 points on the night. McCain, second one up and good. So put him at 7 points, and we'll see some new faces in the game. Noah Lyles is checked in for the Wolves, along with Wyatt Ray. He's back in the game after a quick breather. Scott just hit the last three-pointer for Sheridan. Good move, good turnaround, good fadeaway. And that's a great shot for Beckett Scott. He's up to 5.
They're traveling every time.
So Easter trying to get it to Bohannon. Bohannon, great presence of mind. He was about to go out of bounds, throws it right at Scott. It goes out of bounds. Lake Hamilton will retain possession. So Easter, Reed on him. Working it around. Goodale with it. Ball deflected and intercepted. It's Gatlin. Gatlin quickly ahead. Reed shooting it from the corner. Perfect. And it's a 13-9 Sheridan lead. Offense for Lake Hamilton. Got to get going here. Easter just 2 points in the first quarter. They send 2 at him. He's going to drive it. Bohannon. Oh, man. Loses his footing, and it's another turnover. Numbers for Sheridan. Drives for Gatlin. Too strong, but a foul is called on Noah Lyles. So some sloppy play for the Wolves. And Jace Gatlin, the sophomore guard, is at the line to shoot 2. Gatlin, the lefty, gets the shooter's roll on that. Gatlin can't get the second to fall. Good rebound by Bohannon. So no time left on the shot clock. About 20 seconds now left in the quarter. Easter. Very quiet first quarter. Looks like he's just going to be in attack mode here. Holding it. It's about time for him to take off. Pass, corner, McCain, too much space, can't get it to go. He's had 2 clean looks that he hasn't made. Gatlin from half court can't get it to go, and that will end your first quarter with your score. Lake Hamilton 9, Sheridan 14. Sheridan had little trouble beating the Wolves at home in mid-December. They won 77-52. Certainly they've slowed them down on the offensive end. Just 14 points in the first quarter, but they got to get going on the offensive end. 9 points for the Wolves. Easter only 2 points. McCain had the other 7. Got to get these other players involved. We've seen Jace Bohannon. He's been unable to find a good look. Just 1 3 made for Lake Hamilton. Three 3-pointers were knocked down in the first quarter for the Yellowjackets. So here we go. Sheridan will start us out in this second quarter. Gatlin will inbound. So Beckett Scott getting it to Reed. Reed to Gatlin, back to Scott. Scott fires a pass, and Griffin just was not ready for it. Griffin just had trouble getting anything going down low. He's had some looks. He's just been too strong. Miscommunication there between Noah Lyles and Easter. Easter faked like he was coming back up to meet Lyles and cut down, and Lyles had already thrown the pass. Goes out of bounds. Dead ball turnover for the Wolves. Scott with 5 points. Here's Bickford. Now it's back in the hands of Scott. Scott with a good step back, but great job by Easter not allowing him to get the shot off. Gatlin goes down to Bickford. Bickford, tough drive. They don't call anything. Davenport hit the deck. There wasn't a block or a charge. And it's 16-9. Sheridan leads. Easter, step back over Reed. Can't get it to go. Great hustle by Wyatt Ray, but he's unable to grab the offensive board. Gatlin quickly ahead to Anderton. Anderton, pass up top to Beckett Scott. Scott spinning, driving. Good D by Easter. Reed with a clean look. He's too short. Scott's going to back up. Drives it hard in on Ray. Ray with a great job of cutting that ball loose. And now Easter. Sheridan is back. There's a stoppage here. I was not paying attention to what was happening in the backcourt. Foul is called on Bickford on the loose ball. Referees are having a discussion. My eyes were on the other side of the court. Referees still discussing what is going to be happening here. So just a common foul on Bickford. Nothing malicious according to the referees. So McCain will inbound. Dawson Griffin, the 6'8 center, back in the game for Bickford. Good wraparound pass by Easter. Hits McCain right in the pocket, but McCain just having trouble hitting these three-pointers that he usually is really solid in, especially those clean looks. Scott, good pass. Reed's wide open. Nothing but net. Reed's second three of the game. Wilson Reed. He's just a freshman. 6-foot guard. Ray back to Easter. Easter trying to get something going. Goodale drives in hard, just a little weak on the shot. Can't get the putback to go either, and Gatlin gets the miss. Up ahead comes Sheridan. Here's Anderton. Drives in off the glass. Anderton goes up over Davenport, and Scotty Pennington has seen enough. He's going to call a timeout as Sheridan has extended the lead to 12. .7-0 run to start the second quarter for Sheridan. Yellowjackets, they've missed the state tournament the last 2 seasons, and barring a late season disaster, they should seal their spot in the postseason this year. McCain 7 points, but he's missed a couple of really good looks from 3. And the only other scorer for Lake Hamilton is Victor Easter, and he has just 2 points. Sheridan, they've spread the well so far. Anderton has 5. 6 for Wilson Reed off of 2 3-pointers, and Beckett Scott, the terrific sophomore point guard, with 5 points. Gotta see Victor Easter in attack mode here in these final 5.5 minutes of the first half. It's going to be hard on him to drive to the basket with just the size of Sheridan down low. Easter right now off ball. McCain brings it down. Easter's going to wrap around the baseline. Comes back up. Reed gets a step, fires it and knocks it down. And there he is, Victor Easter. 5 points so far in the game. Scott, lefty, almost lost it. Reed just hit the big 3 to force the timeout for Coach Pennington. Gatlin off the handoff, high bounce, can't get it to go. Wyatt Ray gets the miss. 9-point game. Wyatt Ray, good move. Tough drive. Davenport shot up, no good. McCain goes up, tries to get the offensive rebound, but out of bounds. So Yellowjackets will bring it down. Beckett Scott, good crossover, great pass to Anderton. Fit that one in a tight window, and Sheridan leads again by double digits. About to approach the midway point of the second quarter. McCain, good spin move, drive, could have been a foul on Anderton, but it goes uncalled. And here comes Anderton, drives it in tough. Layup is good, and what a layup it was. Davenport had great position, great defense. And it's a 13-point lead. Easter hit the 3. It's the only points of the quarter for Lake Hamilton. Davenport going to shoot again. He is just ice cold right now. Had some good looks. He just can't connect. Reed on the other end. Can't get the layup to go. Great hustle by Davenport to get back and make that a difficult shot. Easter driving it in. Draws some contact. Whistle is blown. Not what you want to see if you're Sheridan. Easter getting downhill into attack mode. Foul called on Ethan Anderton. So Easter, 1,000-point club member, knocks down the first. He's been a little shaky from the foul line this season. See if he can go 2 for 2 and cut this deficit to 11. And he does just that. So Beckett Scott to Gatlin. Griffin now in the high post. Griffin spinning, goes off Ray. Very tough shot. Great defense by Ray. He's given up about 4 inches.
If you fade away again, I'm never going to call play. You understand? You're 6'8". Quit fading.
So about 3 minutes left to play. Lane Bickford back in. Swaps out for Dawson Griffin. Easter. They say the pass from Easter on the bounce pass went out of bounds. Tried to get it to Evan Stecker in the corner. And the bounce pass goes out of bounds. So a tough break for Lake Hamilton as they had a chance to cut it to single digits. So Reed to Anderton, Anderton to Scott. Beckett Scott, tough shot, and Easter gets a piece of it. And Bickford tries to get the offensive rebound. So here comes Easter. McCain, he's had 3 open looks that just have not fallen. Great defense by Stecker, but he can't grab the ball for the steal. Gatlin top the key, gonna get it to Scott. High pass. Bickford is able to handle it. Scott driving in a tricky spot. Gatlin 4-3, got it. Another three-pointer, and that's been the edge right now. Sheridan, their ability to hit the 3 ball. Lake Hamilton, they've had good looks, just they have not been able to knock them down. Easter to Ray. Ray gets it to Bohannon. Bohannon, really tough drive. Can't get it to go. Here comes Anderton. Gatlin runs out to the corner. Short on that one. McCain driving it in, getting it out to Ray. Ray, mid-range pull-up, way too strong for Wyatt Ray. Wilson Reed, what a bounce pass to Anderton. Anderton, good defense by McCain, forces the miss. Easter, another 3 for Easter. 2 big-time shots from the outside, and he is up to 10. Game's leading scorer, Victor Easter. Tried to steal it from Scott. Scott keeps the handle, kicks it out to Reed. Reed, floater. Good move to find the shot, but can't get it to go through. Stecker grabbed the miss. So Easter and McCain have combined for all 17 points for Lake Hamilton. McCain trying to add to his total, and he's up to 10. So Easter, McCain, 10 plus 10 equals 20, and it's an 8-point game.
Keep going to the right.
18 seconds remaining in the half. Wilson Reed goes across to Gatlin. Sheridan's going to hold it for the last shot. Beckett Scott spinning, driving. Good pass to Anderton. Anderton, somebody's got to go up here. Bickford had a good look, is unable to get it to fall through. So we will end the first half with your score. Sheridan 28, Lake Hamilton 20. So we will be back for the second half action. Please stick around. You are watching Lake Hamilton Live.
501 Fitness and K Stewart Lake Hamilton Realty. We're backing our students and athletes. our retirement and wealth, Dr. Brian Peters with Lake Hamilton Animal Hospital and Pafford Medical Services, proud supporters of Wolf Nation. A round of applause to Arkansas Tech University, Mission Field Truck Company, and Livingston Camper Sales for their support of Lake Hamilton Athletics.
And we are all set to go for the second half. Sheridan holding on to an 8-point lead. Lake Hamilton made a bit of a push in the final couple of minutes of the first half. Easter, him and McCain, Eli McCain, are the two scorers. They have only Lake Hamilton players to score on offense, 10 apiece. Easter was maybe expecting Wyatt Ray to get to that spot and throws it right to Beckett Scott. Trotter, didn't see much of him in the first half, but a great start to the second. Drives it in. Nice soft touch.
Let's go,
And it's a 10-point lead for the Yellowjackets. Who's going to step up and be that third guy for Lake Hamilton? Easter, 3 ball, too strong, off the mark. McCain, great hustle to get the loose ball. Looking for some help. Gets into the corner. Davenport's had some good looks. He's unable to connect. Ray can't get it to go through. Good move, but's unable to make the layup. Gatlin driving. The lefty using the right hand. Can't get it to go. And Coach Joe Scott will be granted a timeout on the loose ball. So a 30-second timeout for the Yellowjackets. Lake Hamilton, they've done a great job defensively on the 2 bigs from Sheridan. 6'8" Dawson Griffin, he was held scoreless in the first half. And Lane Bickford, the 6'5" center, was kept to just 2 points. Wolves, they just desperately need to get on a run here to end the season. They're just trying to hang on to the spot and get in to the state tournament. So Griffin gets it to Bickford. Now to Trotter. Griffin up top. Beckett Scott works around a screen, fires from 3, no good. Trotter, great hustle to get the loose ball, offensive rebound. And it's going to be a travel, though, on Trotter. Trotter maybe doing a little too much. And he's whistled for the travel. So here comes Easter and the Wolves offense. Davenport drives it. Goodale going to take the mid-range just flat. Too short, but great hustle to get his own miss. He knew it was off right when he shot it. Rushed in, tapped it out to McCain. McCain drives in. Gets fouled. Who's it going to be on? If it's Bickford, it's 3. And it is. It is Lane Bickford now with 3 fouls. Wilson Reed will check in for Lane Bickford. And here comes Jace Bohannon. He will sub in for Wyatt Ray. So McCain now the game's leading scorer. He has 11. Make it 12. Good cut to the basket for Dawson Griffin, and once he's that close to the hoop, it's pretty easy for the 6'8" center. Easter trying to fit it in. We may have a kicked ball, and we do. Kicked ball against the Yellowjackets. Easter tried to fit it in a tight window on a cut. Davenport out to Bohannon. Bohannon, tough pass. Lake Hamilton does retain possession. McCain no good from the corner. And Griffin just lost it. Dawson Griffin, he's had a rough outing so far. Got the rebound and just lost the ball out of bounds. McCain spins off Gatlin to the corner for Bohannon. Bohannon's going to drive in tough. Great layup for Jace Bohannon for his first points of the night. The first player not named Eli McCain or Victor Easter to get on the board. Gatlin going to shoot a three. The lefty no good. Good box out by Bohannon. Gets the rebound. Here comes Easter. This thing can get very interesting if Lake Hamilton scores here. Great move. Crossover. Drives it in. Can't get it to roll. Good fight, but it's going to be out on Easter. Ball just rolled out on him. So Dawson Griffin will check out, and Sheridan's going to go with some small ball here. Neither of their bigs are in the game. That's the first time tonight that we've seen that. Beckett Scott driving. Good pass to Trotter, but Trotter gets denied. Davenport and Bohannon, I don't know who they're going to get the block to, but one of them got it. Bohannon loses the ball. Can he stay with it? Pennington fortunately calls a timeout right before Bohannon was sliding out of bounds. So a 30-second timeout for the Wolves. Lake Hampton desperately needing to get on a run in the season. They've only had a win streak longer than 2 games once, and that was a 4-game streak in early December. Due to the weather, they missed about a week and a half. Games in that time frame that they didn't play, Pine Bluff and Arkansas. But here comes Sheridan back on the floor. Under 4.5 left to play in the third quarter. Bohannon to inbound. Easter to McCain. McCain gets it to Bohannon in the corner. Bohannon looking for an opening. Spins. It's going to be a travel here, and yes, it will be. Bohannon just took an extra step on the spin move in the paint, and the ball goes back to Sheridan. Sheridan went small for about 1 possession. Dawson Griffin is back in the game. The 6'8" junior catches it, hands it off to Scott. Scott gets it to Anderton. Anderton looking to get it to the big fella inside. Great defense by Ray, but better job offensively by Griffin, and that's his second basket of the game. Ray. That's another travel. Goodale just took an extra step when he caught it. Was in a tough situation, and he's whistled for the walk. He will sub out for Noah Lyles. So Sheridan extended their lead back to 10 points. Looking to do some more damage. Griffin driving in hard on Ray, and it's just too easy right now. He had a brutal first half offensively. He's been a lot more aggressive to start the second. McCain caught in a tough spot. Gets it to Bohannon. Bohannon. Back to McCain. McCain, difficult jumper over Anderton, no good. Good hustle, though, by Bohannon. And it will go to Sheridan. Great hustle by Bohannon, just unable to save it. Coach Pennington disappointed with the ball movement on the offensive end. It's been a little rough over the last 2 trips down the floor. Beckett Scott to Anderton. Anderton right back to Scott. Gonna find Anderton, a little alley-oop action. Anderton could not finish. Coach Scott for the Yellowjackets unhappy about him going up with that alley-oop, but how about an and one on the other end? Easter flies right down, draws the foul, count it. Foul was called on Jace Gatlin.
Go, Jace!
And Sheridan will take a timeout. Ten-point game. Lake Campbell, they've had chances to make this game very interesting. Great dribble drive and finish right before the timeout by Easter. He'll go to the line to see if he can get his 13th point of the night. Defense for Lake Hamilton has been certainly much better than it was in the first meeting between these two schools. Defense really struggled for the Wolves. They gave up 77 points. That is the most they've given up all year long. Yellowjackets shot 67% from the three-point line in that game as well. It was just a brutal, brutal night in mid-December for the Wolves. So we will have to see if they can make a charge here. So Easter will shoot one free throw. Currently 36-26, Yellowjacket lead. And Easter really good from the line tonight. Knocks in another free throw, 13 points for the star senior. Griffin catches it. Good bounce pass to Gatlin. Gatlin, it's going to be a tie-up jump ball. Will stay with the Yellowjackets. Terrific pass by Griffin. Gatlin, though, got caught up in the air. So Jace Bohannon will sub out for Derek Belton, the 6-foot sophomore. Griffin, high catch, good intensity, and a tough foul call goes against Eli McCain. McCain didn't like it. So Sheridan will inbound it yet again from the baseline. Beckett Scott, the point guard, to pass it in. Goes to Gatlin, great fake. They've been doing that handoff a lot. This time they fake it, easy drive in on the baseline for Gatlin for two. So 11-point ball game. Screen set by Davenport, pick and pop, though pass was a little off the mark. Davenport goes inside to Lyles. McCain drives it in the paint. Back out to Lyles and a miscue and a bad turnover. Tough turnover for Eli McCain and the Lake Hamilton offense. So here comes Gatlin. Just a strange floater there. Probably not the shot that Coach Joe Scott wants. Swing it around the perimeter. Davenport thought about it. Anderton jumped at him. Three ball off the mark. Rebounded by Gatlin, and here comes the Yellowjackets. Quickly ahead. Wilson Reed, he'll shoot. He's hit 2 threes already. Not going to be a third on that miss. Anderton drives it in. Gets it to Griffin. Can't get the roll on the shot. Easter pitches it to McCain. Davenport with a wide open look, and the struggles continue for the Lake Hamilton Wolves shooting the three ball. Anderton wide open under the basket. Good find for Wilson Reed. He hits Anderton. Wide open layup for Anderton. Anderton, he's got a sneaky 11 points. Will we get a charge? It's going to be a block. Blocking foul against Anderton.
On the floor. It's your son. On the floor.
Easter will shoot 2.
Good job, Ye.
Easter remains perfect from the free throw line. 14 points for number 0. So 43.4 remaining here in the third quarter. Easter knocks down both. 15 for Victor Easter. Scott to Gatlin. Lyles, great hustle, gets the steal. Reed's the only one that can catch him down and just too strong. But great hustle. Staying with it is Belton. Belton just can't get it to go. He had to go up over to 6'8" Dawson Griffin. Quickly ahead. Scott behind the back. Great pass by Beckett. Scotty finds Wilson Reed with a pretty pass. Easter quickly ahead. 10 seconds. McCain steps into a 3. Too strong. No good. Sheridan has one more shot at it. Wild pass, Reed. Fade away, no good. And a hectic, crazy finish to the third quarter. And that's our score, 42-29. Beckett Scott with a pretty behind-the-back pass as he had to go airborne to catch it. Great dump off to Wilson Reed. Beckett Scott, son of head coach Joe Scott. So 42-29, and it's been the story all game long. Who is going to step up and provide an offensive spark? Not named Victor Easter or Eli McCain. Right now, those two have combined for 27 of the 29 points for the Wolves. Chase Bohannon has the only other field goal. Lake Hamilton still plenty of time to get going to end the season, but this would be a great win against, right now, the second best team in conference. Still have to see what's going to happen with the Pine Bluff and Arkansas game, but they do have Hot Springs to end the week. And then next week, we get Conway.
Hey, Carolina.
No Tuesday game for now, unless, again, we do have a game that is rescheduled, one of those that we missed. So Easter to start us off here in the fourth quarter. Belton remains in the game. Goodale back in. McCain, great move, just can't get it to go. Gatlin, dangerous pass, but it's caught by Anderton. Gatlin with a very, very strong pass. What a catch by Anderton and finish. Anderton now with 13. He's the leading scorer for the Yellowjackets. Easter to Belton. Belton pitches it to Lyles. Lyles almost lost it, stayed with it. McCain's got a clean look from the corner, way off the side of the backboard. And it's another easy layup in transition for Anderton. McCain, he is rarely that off from three. And just a brutal miss. Easter driving it in, goes over Griffin, no foul called. Belton got it, ends up in the hands of Goodale. Goodale goes back in, and how about an and one for Braden Goodale? So for now, it's a 15-point game. Goodale looking to cut it to 14 here with his one free throw. Goodale, the lefty, short on the free throw, but stays with it. It was tipped out by Ray. He catches it. Easter trying to find an opening, and a low pass, and it cannot be corralled by Goodale. Goodale heads immediately to the bench. And here comes Evan Stecker, the 6'2 junior guard in the game. Beckett Scott, the lefty, gets it to Anderton. Wilson Reed to Gatlin. Gatlin drives baseline, spin move, tough shot, rebounded by Griffin. And it's a foul called on Evan Stecker on the loose ball. High pass for Griffin, can't get it to go. Easter to Davenport. Now Ray in the corner driving baseline. Back to Davenport. Stecker will fire from three. And just a lot of tough misses for Lake Hamilton. They haven't been off on their three-point misses. They've been way off. And it's just tough because they've had good looks. They just have been unable to connect. Gatlin will come down to bring the ball up. Gatlin hands it off to Anderton to Griffin. Now to Reed. Beckett Scott will drive. Draws the contact. Foul will be on Davenport. And Scott with 5 points. So look to add to the total here with 2 shots. First free throw up and good. And Scott can't get the bounce on that. And Wyatt Ray, he didn't go for it. He thought it was going to be Lake Hamilton ball. He just let it go out of bounds, and it will stay put right here with the Yellowjackets. So under 5.5 left to go in the ball game. Beckett Scott driving. Pass to the corner for Wilson Reed. Griffin able to get the ball. Tough pass by Reed. Just working it around up top. Beckett Scott, very shifty, the point guard, trying to get by Easter. Dumps it down to Griffin. Griffin drives in, tries to draw some contact. He ends up on the floor. Ray and the Wolves. Here we go. Easter. Pass to Stecker. Stecker lines it up, fires, no good. Another three-pointer off the mark. Anderton, he tries to go off glass. Awkward shot, cannot go through. Bohannon. He tries to draw some contact for the foul, won't get it. Bohannon's one of just 4 players with a field goal. And he gets his second basket of the game. Deep pass down to Anderton. Gatlin gets it to Reed, to Griffin, and now Anderton with it. Working it around. It's ended up in the hands of Gatlin to Griffin. Back to Reed. They're just trying to take off some time. Gatlin tries to go off glass, misses, gets his own miss, and it's a timeout called by the Yellowjackets. Under 4 left to play. Sheridan, 14-point lead. Yellowjackets, 1 timeout remaining. That will be a full 60-second. Sheridan 16-6 on the season. They have a home game against El Dorado on the 10th, and then a week later they go on the road against Whitehall. Sheridan, they played against Benton a few games back. It was very similar to the Lake Hamilton game against Benton, where they hung around. Lake Hamilton hung around for the first half, was in that game, and then Benton really started to get going and dominated the second half. Sheridan actually had a lead late in the third quarter against the Panthers, the defending state champs, but Benton blew the game wide open in the fourth. So Beckett Scott to inbound it from the baseline. Gets it to Gatlin. They faked that handoff before. They do it again, but Lake Hamilton was ready for the drive to the basket on that one. Anderton in the corner to Gatlin to Reed. Now it's in the hands of Scott. Just working it around up top is Sheridan. Dangerous pass by Gatlin, almost stolen by Bohannon. They got to go now. 5 seconds. Reed drives it. Anderton, a quick shot. Did it hit the rim? I guess it did. Ends up in the hands of the Wolves, and a hard pass, a bullet thrown by Easter, goes out of bounds. Under 3 minutes left to play. Bickford in for Griffin. Here's Bickford getting it in the post. Tough turnaround, falls. 16-point lead for Sheridan. Bohannon gets it deep in the paint, can't get it to go on the fall away. It's going to be a jump ball, and it will be Sheridan basketball. So 2:23 remaining. Sheridan 49-33 as they look to nab their 17th win of the season. Lake Hamilton, if this holds, they will be under 500 in conference play. Just taking down a lot of time. It'll be at about 1:45 if they held it, but Beckett Scott, he elects to shoot a three, and he knocks it through. Easter loses the ball, regains it. A rare turnover, but he's able to get it right back. McCain dumps it down to Ray. Ray draws some contact. Foul is on Bickford. That'll be his fourth foul of the game. So Wyatt Ray looking to get on the board for the first time tonight. Not the strongest free throw shooter. And can't get it to go. So misses the first. Ray splits the pair, makes the second. 34-52, Sheridan leads.
Go, Will! Come out!
This will be a full timeout for Joe Scott. He called it right before. It was maybe going to be a 10-second call. So a minute 34 remaining. While we have this 60-second timeout, Lake Hamilton School District would like to extend a sincere thank you to the transportation and maintenance crews for their incredible efforts following the recent storm. Through long hours, tough conditions, and tireless dedication, these teams worked behind the scenes to get the district safely back up and running. We are truly grateful for their hard work, commitment, and service to the students, staff, and community. Thank you so much for all that you do. So Sheridan back out, Lake Hamilton heading back out as well. 18-point lead for the Yellowjackets. They got to immediately get it across. They couldn't throw it in the backcourt. It leads to a turnover.
Help, show!
Screen by Ray. Easter, tough shot. Can't get it to go. Great rebound by White Ray. But McCain can't get it to go. That's been the story of the ball game, just the lack of three-point shooting. Scott drives in, uses the right hand, finishes, and make it a 20-point lead for the Yellowjackets. Easter, he'll fire a three. Can he get the bounce? No, he can't. Wilson Reed gets the tap ball and pushes it ahead. Anderton, tough shot over Davenport. Won't go. Sheridan just going to foul to get their backups in. So a fresh five coming in for the Sheridan Yellowjackets.
Call timeout. You know you heard that. You know you heard that. Back up on him. Watch back. Back up on him. Low. Help, Connor.
Bohannon, no good from the corner. And Sheridan should just dribble it out here. Don't expect to see a shot up, or maybe I'm wrong. Trotter's going to drive it in, get one more for the road. Easter will push it ahead. Davenport, story of the night. That's how the night will end. Trotter, one more before the buzzer, no good. And that is your ball game. Sheridan will take it 56-34. Just about a little over a handful of games left for the Wolves. Can they get going to end the year? But they end up with a loss on their home court. On behalf of myself, Keaton Glisson, and the entire Lake Hamilton Live crew, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, go Wolves.
Please be safe traveling. Thank you for support. And as always, go Wolves.